Hello, everybody. It's your cantankerous content creator, Dave Neal here, full of alliteration. For tonight's episode of Bachelor in Paradise and The Golden Bachelor, we've got all of your trailers in one place. Aaron denies the ex's rumors that he was seeing multiple women. I'm going to share these previews with you, and I'm going to share the Golden Bachelor previews with you. If you want more content, we've got it on today's Bachelor Rush Hour. I've got a red carpet interview by Gary Turner. I've got some summaries of all of the other content we made today, including some non-Bachelor entertainment news. That's all in one place on Bachelor Rush Hour. And I should say this, I didn't cover this in a YouTube video today, but I have an update on the Clayton Echard paternity scandal and a court filing that was made public and given to me that happened, I believe, yesterday. It's now full-blown news on the podcast. You can go listen to that. Bachelor Rush Hour. All right, let's get this party started with tonight's previews. Here we have Eliza and Aaron sort of figuring out the he said, she said of whether or not he's got girls back home or all this stuff. Here, let's have a listen.
But I just want to be truthful and let you know exactly what I'm going through. So I had an ex last year. We broke up in August, right before her birthday. Because of the toxicity in our relationship. She's been trying to put my name out there because she thinks that I broke up with her to go on the show. When the truth is, I had not been talking to her since August. I got the call in December. I was seeing someone else at the time.
So he was seeing somebody, and then he got the call to go on Bachelorette, but he also found out that the other ex was claiming that he left because of her. So he was seeing people casually, but it just wasn't working out.
And she ended things in October. She stopped seeing me a couple times, so it was kind of like on and off, like not really like official like boyfriend and girlfriend, but she decided to end things over text with me 2 days after New Year's.
Okay.
And that was in January. So the fact that she says that I broke up with her to go on the show and that I had two girlfriends at once is just 0% true.
All right, so 0% truth, he had two girlfriends at once. Either way, I look at it this way. Relationships don't work until they do. You made your way to the beach single, so how your other relationships ended doesn't always say much about things moving forward. Now, if you ended things terribly and you were a mean guy, that's one thing. But, of course, when you leave a relationship and then go on a show and start gaining Instagram followers, chances are people are going to be a little upset with you. Now, I'm going to share a story. I'm going to take a quick left-hand turn here. I couldn't help but notice how bad the cinematography is on this conversation. Now, it doesn't take me, a white guy, to need to call this out, but what's happening here is there's just bad lighting, and my belief is that the show doesn't do a good job of lighting some of the darker colored skin, which can be harder to light. This is an actual technical issue, but it needs the proper attention because what you want to do with filmmaking, even if it's The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, you still need good film making. You need good cinematography. What you want to do is provide the best tools to tell the story and to make your people look beautiful. And what we have here is actually Eliza looks to be facing towards the towards the crew, which is where the lighting is coming from. So she actually is lit very nice, but Aaron here is lit so poorly. And what's actually done, I was talking about this on the Patreon, and it's kind of more inside baseball, but it's important to know, they take lights, usually like a China ball light, where there's a light with a sort of like paper coating around it, which diffuses the light so you don't get these weird shadows, and they put them on a boom pole, like literally like a broomstick like pole, and then they'll have a battery pack attached to them, and a good cinematographer will have one of the lighting technicians standing over them holding the light, just also like how they hold the microphone. This is important because they need to do a better job. Like, this is terribly shot. And it's just important to show people because this is a show on ABC. This is supposed to be a good show, and it's not shot well. They just don't do a good... No, again, she's looking beautiful, but they don't do a good job with him. And you might say, Dave, he has a darker skin color. That's the point. They actually... I mean, this has changed. And just to give you a little bit of my own credibility here, I worked on Birdman, which is not a flex, but the cinematographer for Birdman actually won an Oscar for cinematography 3 years in a row. And I worked hand in hand as a stand-in for Ed Norton here, and also had a small role, very small role here in the final scene of Birdman. I think right here you can see me there. That's me. Annoying Times Square guy was the role. But either way, I worked hand in hand with one of the best cinematographers in the world here, and got to see firsthand how delicate things are shot. Now, this is a movie that won Best Picture. Very different from a smut reality TV show. But I pulled this article up, which is 6 years old. So Bachelor in Paradise is a little bit behind the times if they're not able to catch good lighting. It's literally, they're shooting on the same beach. They should have resources that get better lighting. A lot of times they literally will hoist up a light to replicate the moon so that they have the light being cast down. But either way, it's lit. This is an article I found from The Guardian. How film finally learned to light black skin. I mean, very often cinematographers will specialize in lighting different colors of skin, just like makeup artists need to specialize in having different palettes of skin tones for the makeup that they put on. This is a good thing that film and TV is being pressured to do a good job of lighting different skin tones, because it better tells the story of the beauty that exists in different colors of skin. In lighting, makeup, and camera calibration, cinema has pandered to white skin for decades. Now, a new generation of filmmakers are keen to ensure people of color look as good on screen as they should. And again, that comes with different lighting techniques. I mean, it could mean cinematographers go back to film school to learn to light people that look differently. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You might be a cinematographer who only worked with your buddies and only lit white people in the past. And again, it's worth addressing, not to shame anybody, but just to say they got to do a better job than this. And you might say, well, maybe Aaron walked down the beach and they weren't ready to film them. And I say, look, they have like 100 yards. The quote unquote stage of Bachelor in Paradise is a small beach, and then they've got multiple different palapas that are lit and the sound set up. They have this pre-set up, but they have to be willing to follow the characters, and they might have to say, all right, if Eliza and Aaron are walking down the beach to have a talk, let's get the guy with the boom, with the lighting, to go capture it better. And why do I say that? Because we're not getting the proper attention and love, because it's not shot well. Okay, that's all. That's the rant. I just wanted to be clear. I might be redundant, but let's go to the other clip here. See, this is them walking down to the beach. Actually, this is funny. You can see what I was just talking about. This is the palapa behind them that is lit just for filmmaking. Just have a lighting guy follow them a little bit better.
Trying his hardest to fix his relationship with Eliza. Charity coming into the mix definitely didn't help.
And
Aaron and Eliza are definitely one of the strongest couples, so I hope that they could figure it out.
Is he in trouble?
I don't know. When there's smoke, there's fire, you know?
Unfortunately, he's gonna have to convince some people otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know where Eliza's head's at. I haven't really talked to her much, so I don't know how she's feeling.
I want to check in with you. I just want to make sure you're okay. I mean,
and this is lit a little bit better, but you can see they've boosted the hell out of it in post-production. So they're still not doing a good job of getting like front-facing light on him. Again, I'm not a cinematographer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just, I'm casually educated on all of this, and they could do a little bit of better job with that cinematography. Okay, so we'll catch that on tonight's episode. It looks like that's all we have here regarding what to expect. I guess here's a nice little coverage on Blake's storyline.
Jen is super, super inviting. There's something about her that makes you want to kiss her. She opened my mind up. And in a good way, I was not thinking about Jess. I mean, now I am, because back in Paradise, Jess is figuring things
And by the way, they did a great job on the music here.
out.
I'ma need you to choose.
Is she missing me? Is she not thinking about me at all?
Sexy.
I'm in a weird place now.
He's like, is Jess thinking about me? And Jess is like, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's very well done there. Very good dichotomy happening. There's Blake wondering how things are, and then they go, I'm into you, or whatever that song is, and they go to Jess playing tonsil hockey, tonsil hockey with one Tyler there, and Blake, the hockey aficionado, is left shirtless on the beach. All right, let's jump ahead to Golden Bachelor. Let's cover that real quickly. Here's Gary Turner. His episode is coming out tonight. He's got tough decisions to make.
Just don't want to do it.
One heartbreaking goodbye. One
There
powerful.
is no expiration date on romance.
We made history together.
Coming up tonight on ABC. All right, so they made history together, and we'll have to see how that goes down. Gary's obviously not looking forward to rejecting people. Here's what he had to say on the red carpet.
When you get to be our age, we don't want to be invisible. We want people to realize that we have a lot to offer. And there's hope, and there's humor, and there's heart in that show.
God bless Gary Turner. There is hope, humor, and heart.
Well, listen, ladies, this season, it really did have a little bit of everything. The one word I keep hearing from all of Bachelor Nation is hope.
I think we have 22 women who speaks the same mantra. Whether you're 22 or 102, we are women, we have power within us.
As a pro-aging coach and a midlife maven, it's because we've lived life, we've been through a lot of ups and downs, and life be lifing, baby, and you need people that shoulder you can lean on, that has your back and is a confidant.
All right, life be lifing. I cannot wait to watch that episode tonight of The Golden Bachelor. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to check out Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast, for all of your additional entertainment news. Leave a comment, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.